Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Newbury Racecourse here on Saturday. It is April the 21st, 2018. Gonna look at the stakes races on today's program from Newbury, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. So let's get on to today's stakes action from Newbury. Races 2, 3, and 4, the 2 o'clock, the 2:35, and the 3:10. The 2 o'clock, the second race from Newbury, it's the Dubai Duty Free Finest Surprise Stakes. It's a Group 3 race for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $81,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 6 horses going the 2,400-meter trip or 1 mile and 1/2 on the turf course. My top pick in this race, I like the number 3 horse, Call to Mind. Gonna go 3-2-4 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 3-2-4 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 3, Call to Mind. 5-2, owned by Her Majesty the Queen. William Haggish trains this one. James Doyle gets the leg up. This horse's most recent outing came on the 30th of September. That came with Chantilly in France. Mile 7/8, or 3,000 meters in the Group 2 pre-Chantilly Stakes. This horse finished second by a nose that day. He had a great turn of foot around the turns. He just missed, but it was a very respectable run for this horse that day. Before that, at Goodwood on the 26th of August, mile 3/4 Class 1 listed stakes, this horse won by 1 1/4 lengths, quickened up nicely, and destroyed that field of 5 horses. It wasn't a heavy field of 5 horses, but it was still a good victory. And then at Hamilton on the 21st of July, mile 3/8, 2,200 meters in Class 1 listed stakes, this horse finished third by 2 3/4 lengths. Just lacked a little bit at the end of the race. Couldn't get that good closing kick. But before that, in the King Edward Stakes, you could throw that race out. This horse was facing so much tougher horses at Royal Ascot. This horse finished 6th by 3 lengths and really just never had a good run. But against these lower quality horses, this horse does a lot better. He won at this meeting in 2017, but it was a different condition kind of race. It was a Class 4 maiden race going a mile, but he did win by a neck and he quickened up nicely. But since then, he's been doing okay in those tougher races, but this race is not nearly as tough, and I think he could stay, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the second from Newbury, the 2 o'clock, it's the Group 3 surprise Dubai Duty Free Finest Surprise Stakes. Gonna go with the 3 horse Call to Mind. Gonna go 3-2-4 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 3, the 2:35 from Newbury. The 2:35, it's the Group 3 Dubai Duty Free Stakes. It's a Group 3 race for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $81,000. This race is for 3-year-olds, fillies only. Field of 11 horses going the distance of ground of 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top pick in this race, I like the number 6 horse here, the number 6, who is Gavota. I'm going to go 6-9-8 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 6-9-8 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 6, Gavota. Ryan Moore's on this. Roger Carlton trained 3-year-old filly by Bated Breath. This horse's most recent run came on the 13th of October. They came at Newmarket. Good ground. 7 furlongs in the Group 3 Godolphin Oso Sharp Stakes. This horse finished second by a neck that day. Was closing up well at the end. He just missed, but it was a very respectable run. Before that, it wasn't such a good run at Newmarket. Yielding ground, 7 furlongs, September the 29th in Group 2 Rockfell Stakes. Horse finished third by 1 1/2 lengths, and it took a while for this horse to get to the to quicken up. It wasn't enough to win. It was probably his worst race of lifetime. And then his 2 starts before at Lingfield on the all-weather in late August, 7 furlongs, Class 5 novice auction. This horse won by 6 lengths. He was the even money, and he just won very easily that day. And then before that, in a fillies novice at Newmarket, 6 furlongs, August the 11th. Horse won by nose. Again, he quickened up nicely, had a very easy victory. In this spot off the layoff, I think he should run well. Gets Ryan Moore up. He's had a little bit of a quiet week, but I think he'll heat it up this weekend at Newbury, so watch out. So to recap my bets for the third from Newbury, the 2:35, it's the Group 3 Dubai Duty Free Stakes. Gonna go with the 6 horse Gavota. Gonna go 6-9-8 in the TriCast of the trifecta. That's basically my top 3. So now let's get on to race number 4, the 3:10 from Newbury. Almost said Newmarket, but it's Newbury. We were at Newmarket last week, and we're going to be there in 2 weeks. But the 4th race, the 3:10 from Newbury, it's the Group 3 Al Basti Equal World Greenham Stakes. It's a Class 1 race for Group 3 horses going for a purse of $81,000. It's for 3-year-olds and colts and geldings only. Field of 8 horses going the 1,400-meter trip or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top pick in this race, I like the number 7 horse here, James Garfield. Gonna go 7-4-6 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 7-4-6 TriCast trifecta. Top pick number 7, James Garfield. 5-1. Frank Dettori's on this George Scott trained 3-year-old colt by Exceed and Excel. This horse's most recent outing came on the 3rd of November at Del Mar, 1 mile in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. This horse finished 10th that day by 4 lengths. Mendelssohn, who ran quite well and ran quite well after that, is on the road to the Kentucky Derby. He's going to be running in Kentucky in 2 weeks, and he's just a little bit better than this horse. This horse just had really nothing there. It kind of hung. It wasn't his day to win. I think coming back to Newbury, to this race course where this horse has had success off a layup, I do think he should run a lot better. Before that, 23rd September here in Newbury, good ground, 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters in the Dubai Duty Free Mill Reef Stakes. Horse won by 3/4 of a length that day. This horse quickened up nicely and had a very nice victory. Before that, York at the Ebor meeting in the Group 3 Acomb Stakes, horse finished second by nose. Again, he just missed at the end, but he had a very good turn of foot. And then probably his worst race of his career, other than the juvenile turf race in America, his worst race in Europe had to come at Glorious Goodwood in the Vintage Stakes, where this horse finished fourth by 5 1/4 lengths. Really hit the wall. The ground was rated good, but it was more rated good to soft that day, I would say, or almost heavy, because it was such a bad rainstorm that week. This horse just wasn't getting a piece of the ground, really just never quickened up. But I like this horse here off the layup at 5-1. Frankie Dettori up. Watch out for this horse to run a big one. So to recap my bets for the fourth from Newbury, the 310, it's the Group 3 Greenham Stakes. Gonna go with the 7-horse James Garfield. Gonna go 7-4-6 in the tricast of the trifecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Join me this week, in this coming week, for my Punchestown previews here on YouTube, and also a very nice few flat fixtures coming up next weekend. For next week, shall I say, from Windsor, Yarmouth, and really a fixture I really like from Epsom on Wednesday. Join me on YouTube for those, because I think you could be making some money there. So good luck to everybody.